If you need to move a handful of people, there are only a few options that are simultaneously as comfortable and as quick as a Porsche Panamera. Within the brand, both versions of the SUV remain the sales leaders. The 911 does remarkably well, and the Taycan is moving out the door at a pretty good clip. Still, the Panamera remains a top choice for those seeking a sports car-like experience in a vehicle with room for the whole family. For the 2024 model year, the Panamera has been revised to make it an even better option than before. On the outside, Porsche has reworked the nose a bit and pumped out those front fenders a bit too. Out back, the full-width light bar looks great, like it does on the 911, and if you want to be an insane person, you can spec your Panamera with center lock wheels. I'm sure a handful of people will do that, but that's a pretty useless upgrade on a car like this, even if it is a Porsche. You're going to be cursing yourself for checking that box when you're stuck on the side of the road with a flat, and you either don't have the proper hub socket or a proper torque wrench to tighten it all back up. Slide inside and the Panamera benefits from a totally revised cabin experience. The digital driver display is a 12.6-inch screen, while the center screen gets a 10.9-inch display, and there's an optional 10.9-inch display for the passenger as well. This can deliver performance nuggets to whoever is sitting shotgun, or they can handle infotainment duty and even stream video. That passenger screen isn't viewable from the driver's seat. The standard non-electrified options are the rear-wheel drive Panamera and the all-wheel drive Panamera 4. Lift the hood and you'll find a 2.9-liter turbocharged V6 engine and the wonderful PDK 8-speed gearbox. Output is listed as 348 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque, which is a rise of 23 and 37 over the prior version, respectively. Porsche likes its e-hybrids though, and the Panamera will get 4 different iterations. First at launch will be the Turbo e-hybrid. This model pairs a twin turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine along with a 187 horsepower electric motor. The combined output is an impressive 670 horsepower and 685 pound-feet of torque. There's also a 21.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack on board, which should allow the Turbo e-hybrid to dole out decent EV-only range. More exciting than that bit, however, is the new air suspension setup. The standard setup uses a 2-chamber system with adaptive dampers. Rear axle steering is available as well. On the hybrid, however, there's an option to fit the new active ride suspension system. This one uses a single-chamber air suspension setup with a hydraulic system at each wheel, so no anti-roll bars. And yes, it sounds McLaren supercar-esque, but Porsche takes the system a bit further. It can slightly lean into a corner to keep the driver and passengers more comfortable. Under hard braking or acceleration, it will counter those forces. The car will automatically raise and lower to maintain the same amount of ground clearance, and the active ride system will also raise the car when the doors are open to make getting in and out a bit easier. The first 2 versions coming to market will be gas-only rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive models. Price for the base Panamera starts at $101,550, while the Panamera 4 starts at $108,550. There's no word on pricing for the Turbo e-hybrid just yet, but it's likely to land right around the $200,000 mark. And we still have more models to come. I'd expect the GTS variant to show up not long after launch, as well as a truly insane Turbo SE hybrid, which should deliver well north of 700 horsepower and cost as much as a house in many parts of this country. There is a sad bit of news though. The Sport Turismo Wagon version is officially dead because not enough people bought them. It's the same wagon story over and over, and yes, it makes me sad. If you want a wagon, buy one now because they're going away.